Have you ever held a child in your arms and felt a silence deeper than words? A knowing that seems to stretch back through time, as if your two souls were companions long before this journey began. Have you ever looked into their eyes and wondered, from which mountain did this river flow into my life? Was this union an accident of nature, or is it the echo of a much older story? Ancient wisdom whispers to us that no soul arrives at our shore by chance, least of all the one who comes to call us parent. In my tradition, there is a teaching, simple on the surface, yet as deep as the ocean. Your child is your path. These words are not a weight, but a quiet invitation to look within. What does it mean that a child is our path? Does it speak of a burden to be carried, a reward to be cherished? Or is there a more profound truth unfolding just beneath the surface of our days? In our time together, we will walk into the heart of this teaching. We will explore how the timeless laws of cause and connection shape our lives. We will see how your child can become a mirror for your own soul, and why the journey of a parent is one of the most sacred responsibilities given to a human heart. Whether this journey is filled with light or with shadows, with ease or with struggle, there is a purpose woven into it. You are not merely raising a child. You are walking with a fellow traveler, a soul who has chosen you, just as you may have chosen them in a time beyond memory. So be still with me. This is not a path of judgment or guilt. It is a path of awakening, of mending, of love. For once you understand why their stream has merged with yours, confusion gives way to clarity. Burden dissolves into blessing. Let us begin. Let us start at the source. To understand this path, we must first understand its terrain. What is this energy that ancient traditions call karma? So many hear this word and think of debt, of a punishment for a forgotten past. But this is a misunderstanding. Karma is not revenge. It is the simple law of the seed. Every thought is a seed. Every word is a seed. Every action is a seed. And every seed, planted in the soil of the universe, must one day bear its own fruit. This energy is not a force outside of you. It is not a cosmic judge. As the old teachings remind us, this path is one you have paved with your own steps. It is your own soul, using experience as a language to show you what it seeks to learn. It is love in the form of a lesson. It is education. It is not punishment. Just as we go to different rooms to learn different skills, the soul enters this life to grow through different encounters. Some encounters are bathed in sunlight. Some are cast in shadow, but all are needed for the tree of the soul to reach for the sky. This energy simply brings us the precise weather, the exact soil, and the necessary companions we need for this growth. And of all companions, the bond between a parent and child is one of the most direct, one of the most powerful currents in this great river. It is often within the sanctuary of family that this energy flows most swiftly, for it is here our hearts are most open, most undefended, most vulnerable. So as we continue, hold this truth. This energy is not here to break you. It is here to wake you. And when a child flows into your life, they carry a story within them, a part of your own story, waiting to be read in the fullness of time. Now that we see the landscape, let us walk deeper. Why this particular soul? Of the billions of stars in the cosmos, why does this one light up your home, your arms, your life? The truth is, there are no stray threads in the divine tapestry. The soul who becomes your child is not a random visitor. It is a fellow traveler you have known before. Perhaps in this garden of life, or in gardens long past, they may have been your mother, your brother, your friend, or even a soul with whom you had a lesson to learn. In this lifetime, they wear a new vessel, they play a new part, but the inner connection, the current between you, remains. This is why, at times, there is a recognition from the very first glance, a bond that feels ancient. The masters of my tradition teach that families are circles not of blood, but of energy. In this small circle, our deepest lessons unfold. This means the souls who share your home, and most of all your children, are here to help you untie old knots. Some children are born to mirror back to you a love you once gave freely. Some are here to test the depths of your stillness. Some arrive to be a balm for your own heart. Others come to challenge the very ground you stand on, so you may find a stronger footing. Whatever their purpose, it is not an accident. It is a sacred design. When you see your child not as yours, but as a soul on a parallel path, your journey as a parent is transformed. It becomes less about control and more about a sacred partnership. Your child is here for a reason, and so are you. Most of us walk with the idea that as parents, our work is to teach our children, to guide them, protect them, and build the vessel for their lives. And this is a truth. But it is only one side of the mountain. From a higher view, from the perspective of the soul's long journey, your child is also here to teach you. The role of a parent is not a one-way street. It is a sacred dance between two souls. The very qualities your child embodies, be it their wild freedom, their quiet determination, their boundless creativity, or their inner storms, often hold a mirror to a hidden part of you. They reflect your own past ways of being, your inner architecture, or even the rooms in your own heart that wait to be healed. Your child is a reflection. They help you see the parts of yourself that are still thirsty for patience, for compassion, for transformation. In this way, they are your guide, just as much as you are theirs. A wise voice from my tradition reminds us, you are not the owner of this soul. You are its guardian for a season. Guide them, yes, but allow them to walk their own path. This means your purpose is not to shape their destiny, but to create a safe harbor for it to unfold. You are not the writer of their story. You are a trusted companion in its early chapters. While you may steady the pen, the story is theirs to write. And in return, their presence offers you a chance to rise. Their trust can heal your own past. Their questions can break open your mind. Their pure being can soften the hardest edges of your heart. So I invite you, do not only ask, what must I teach my child? Ask with stillness, what is my child here to teach me? When you walk together as fellow students, the old lessons begin to complete themselves, and parenthood becomes a path of awakening for you both. Sometimes the river between a parent and child is not gentle. There can be friction, storms, a deep and aching distance. In those moments the heart cries out, why this struggle? Why is it so hard? The answer, dear friend, is often found in the old currents, the knots tied in journeys past. If your child challenges your every step, resists your embrace, or awakens old sorrows within you, it may not be because there is something wrong with them. It may be that an ancient, tangled cord between your souls is asking, finally, to be smoothed. So how do we meet this? Do we meet tension with more tension? Reaction with reaction? No, we meet it with presence. Ancient wisdom shows us a simple way the past is not changed by fighting it, but by building a different present. This means even if the river has been turbulent, this moment holds the power to make it calm. You can untie these karmic knots by choosing a higher response. When reaction rushes in, pause, breathe, and respond from a place of quiet knowing. If a harsh word forms on your lips, try silence instead. If the mind of judgment appears, invite the heart of compassion. If the shadow of fear falls upon you, stand in the light of love. Your child is giving you the gift of a new choice. Every moment of patience, every silent act of forgiveness, every conscious response rewrites the story of your shared journey. It creates a new current, one that cleanses and lifts both souls. Remember, this energy is not a cage of iron. It is a river of water. And with love as your vessel, you can navigate even the strongest currents. When the path feels steep, see it not as a punishment, but as a sacred opportunity. An opportunity to heal, to grow, and to finally set each other free. This is the quiet power of a path transformed by love. There are times when a soul enters this world on a path that is steep and stony. A child may be born with a body that is frail, a mind that works in a different way, or a heart that feels the world so deeply it causes them pain. As a parent, this can feel like an immense weight. You may ask, why my child? Why us? From the view of the soul, this is not a random misfortune. It is often the sign of a courageous choice, a sacred agreement made by both souls before the journey began. In my lineage, It is taught that souls who choose a life of great challenge are often the most ancient and wise. They are not taking on a burden, but undertaking a powerful spiritual practice for rapid growth. They choose this path not from a place of weakness, but with an inner strength we can barely comprehend. And the parents who walk beside them are not chosen by accident. They are chosen for their own capacity for great love. One of the old masters said, "You are serving not a weight, but a teacher in disguise, a great soul who has come to break your heart wide open." In these sacred partnerships, your role is not just a caregiver. You are a spiritual companion, safeguarding the space for this soul to fulfill its own profound purpose. The weight may feel heavy, but the path is paved with opportunities for boundless love, for unshakable patience, for humility, and for grace. These children often carry a stillness, a purity, a wisdom that needs no words. Their presence reminds us what is truly essential. Their life is a teaching, not just for the parent, but for every heart they touch. So, if you are walking this path, know this: your soul and their soul knew each other's strength. And every act of care, every tear, every shared smile is a sacred offering, polishing the karma and illuminating your shared path to the light. As we reach the summit of our understanding, let us ask the final question. What is the highest purpose of this sacred bond? Is it simply to walk in circles, to balance old energies, to play our parts until the end? Or is there a freedom that lies beyond this path? The truth is, the path itself is not the goal. Liberation is the goal. The purpose of this life is not to be caught in the endless turning of the wheel, but to step into the stillness at its center. And the only way to do that is through love. Not the love that grasps, that demands, that fears loss, but a love that is like the open sky, pure, unconditional, and free. The ancient ones taught that when we begin to love our children not as things we possess, but as divine souls walking beside us, the old karmic knots begin to dissolve. As one teacher said, the universe is the true parent. You are the steward. Serve them with all of your heart, but let them go with all of your freedom. This means we must learn to give without an account, to guide without a leash, to love without closing our hands around them. True love is a wind that lifts the soul and helps it fly on its own. The more you can stand in this place of selfless giving, the more the storms in your own heart will calm. The old, tangled threads of the past will loosen, making space for stillness, for grace, and for true spiritual sight. When you see your child as a soul finding their way home, you remember that you, too, are a soul learning to walk in the light. This journey of parenting is no longer a duty. It is a sacred pilgrimage where two souls help one another awaken to their true nature. In this divine dance, the path of karma is no longer a chain. It becomes a bridge, leading you both closer to the boundless ocean of truth. Dear friend, if you have walked with me this far, I thank you from a place of stillness. You have not just listened to words. You have opened your heart to a deeper seeing. You have taken a step towards understanding the sacred architecture of your relationship with your child. You now see that this soul is not just a member of your family. They are a part of your soul's great journey. Whether they bring sunshine or storm, laughter or tears, they have come for a reason. Your souls have walked together before, and you are walking together now, to grow, to mend, and to rise. The path of a parent is not always smooth, but when seen through the lens of inner wisdom and divine love, it becomes one of the most powerful pathways to transformation. So, I invite you to carry these reflections gently. Look at your child not only with the eyes of love, but with the eyes of awareness. Ask your own heart, what is this soul here to teach me? How can I serve their journey, and in doing so, serve my own? In this way, you are not simply raising a child. You are raising your own consciousness. And that is the most precious fruit of this path. If this time together has brought a quiet clarity or a new light to your path, I invite you to share this stillness with others who may need it. And most importantly, I invite you to leave a thought in the space below. What did you see about your child today? What truth resonated in your own heart? Your words may be the signpost another traveler needs. Until we meet again, may your heart be steady, may your soul be calm, and may your love be as boundless as the sky.